Howdy ho, guys and gals. Welcome back to the Den of Tools. It is Monday, November 6th. You know what that means. It's time for Deals of the Week. We only got, 2-3 weeks till Black Friday. Let's jump into it. We got some killer deals. First off, I want to thank today's sponsor. We got a Veterans Day sale coming up here, 30% off over at Brooklyn Bedding. I got to tell you, I love Brooklyn Bedding. We've been working with them for years. I'm now sleeping on the best mattresses I think I've ever slept on. I've had so many issues with mattresses over the years. I've tried so many ones, cheap ones, stupidly expensive ones. If you've been around the channel, you've heard my stories about them. Finally found a mattress company that I like. We got in the RV, we've got the Aurora Luxe. Now you can use this at home, you can use it in the RV because it comes in so many different sizes. Everything from twin, twin XL, full, queen, king, California king, split king, short queen, RV king, RV bunk. A lot of them, right? And then you got firmnesses. You got soft, you got medium, you got firm. If you are a front sleeper, you sleep on your front, you want the soft. You sleep on your back, you want firm. If you're like me, you go side to side, you kind of switch it up. You want that medium firmness. Do you want the pillow top? Yes. You want the pillow top. You will feel guilty. It is so comfortable. It's amazing. Now remember, these are all made at their factory in Phoenix, Arizona. 120-night trial, free shipping. They do it all, and they take pride in their work. Now, at home, we went with the Titan Plus because you're going to be sleeping on it every single day. Where I'm a bigger guy, this mattress is specifically designed for that, and that's what they do. They make mattresses that are designed for you. Be sure to check them out. They got great stuff. And again, with that 120-night trial, you can try it and make sure you really like it before you fully commit. Let's keep going, though. We got some bi-directional scan tools. You know, it's the X-Tool D7. I've got the D7S in the shop, and I got to get a video out for you. But this is a great way. If you're not using bidirectional, you're really just listening to the vehicle tell you what its problems are. With bidirectional, you can go, okay, we'll try this, do this. Will this work? And you can actually send commands to the vehicle. This is where real diagnostics start, is with a bidirectional scan tool. Now, we got two options here. We got the X-Tool D7, $419, but a $35 off coupon. That takes it to under $400. Next up, we've got the Autel scanner. Now, Autel, of course, they're a known name again, just like X-Tool here is in this industry. Now, the difference here, this one's $439, okay? So it's a little bit more, but instead of having the cable, having the tether, you now have Bluetooth going to the handset. It's really kind of a situation of which way do you like to go with it. They're both great systems. This one runs Android 11 bidirectional. Again, it runs all the surfaces, all the scans, everything you want to do on a vehicle. Real diagnostics, you got to step up for bidirectional, okay? Now let's keep going here. Speaking of automotive, we got the Fantech X8. It's on sale. This, of course, is my favorite, power bank style air compressor. These are emergency compressors. Don't use these as an everyday compressor. If you're going to be using a compressor a bunch, excuse me, I got whiskers or something trying to get up in my eyeballs. If you're going to be using it every day, just use an air compressor. Get a good solid air compressor in your shop and use that. But I carry one of these in my truck. I carry one of these in my RV. I had used one just last month. I had an issue where I had spent the night at a hotel in southern Nevada, or not southern Nevada, southern Utah. And I woke up the next morning and I was at altitude. I changed altitudes and I'd lost 40 degrees in temperature. You know what that's going to do to the pressure in your tires, right? Well, apparently I've got a slow leak in my front left. And I woke up and it looked flat. I mean, flat. I couldn't drive on that to the gas station. What was I going to do? Well, I popped this thing out, pumped it up. It took about 5 or 8 minutes, and it got to the point where I could drive down the street, get to a gas station, air it up, and get safe. I could have aired it up all the way, but I wasn't going to wait that long for it. I mean, my tires will go up to 80 PSI. It might be a while, but you know what? I keep one in the vehicles. They're good for motorcycles. They're good for cars. They're good for, you can even inflate, bike tires and toys and stuff like that, footballs and whatnot. And as I said, it's usable as a power bank. Anything that runs off a USB-C, whether it's your phone or your laptop or your tablet, you can charge with this. And I've used them for those. For $120 with a $20 off coupon, taking it down to $100 even. It's the best one that's out there. Let's keep going. Topdon, again, another friend of the channel we worked with. They sponsored this. This is not a sponsored post. I just ran across it, saw how cheap it was. This is the JS1200. This is rated for 6.5 liter gas 4-liter diesel, 1200 amp starting power. Topdon makes the best bang for the buck out there when it comes to jump starts. They're fantastic. I love them. And I keep the 3000 though in my vehicles. I have bigger engines and stuff. So I just, overkill is underrated, as we like to say. This is the kind of thing where, you know what, it can get you out of jam. It can get your neighbor out of a jam. Just make, it can help all sorts of people. Keep one in your vehicle at all times. Jumper cables are nice. This is better. All right, let's keep going here. We got some routers for you. Brother, we got some router sales going for you. Look at the skill. So when Porter Cable pulled out of the router market, it left this huge hole. I mean, Bosch is still there. They're still king of the castle. But Skill just slid right in, just out of nowhere. Look at the Skill 10 amp fixed base corded router. Had so many people come back to me and be like, hey, I got this router. You got to start telling people about it. I was with Porter Cable for years. This thing is just as good. Their words, not mine, okay? I'm not, honestly, I don't use a ton of routers. I have a trim router. I have a fixed base router, but I rarely use it. But I've done more stuff with like CNC, building CNC machines. So that's more palm router kind of style stuff. Anyway, they are just raving about this thing. And at $79, down from $100, that is a great prosumer grade router. Now they got the fixed base combo here for $20 more, $18 more. That might be something you might want to consider. Now let's keep going. We've got the Bosch Palm router. I'm not going to say it's the best palm router out there, but it's a solid one, corded, great runtime, you know what I mean? $79, not a bad option, down from $129 list on that. We got the Bosch combo here. Now, this is the full size. You got your fixed base, you got your plunge base, you got everything you need for $179. It's a sizable step up from the Skill, but this is the old school king of the castle, as it were. So if that's the way you want to go, I can't make you do it. But honestly, if you're a prosumer, casual woodworker, definitely go with the Skill. All right, those guys, you serious guys, you're crying that Porter Cable's gone. I get it. I hear you. But Bosch is still in the game, and we got some great deals on them. All right, now let's talk about this. Let's talk about bench grinders. I'm a huge fan of Buck Tool. They sent me this one over for review. It's fantastic. The only thing I wish it had a little bit more oomph in the motor there, and I wish it was an 8-inch rather than a 6-inch wheel. But for a budget belt sander that can grind metal and stuff, you could, if you want to get into knife making, that kind of stuff, this is a great bargain way to do it. $230, $20 off coupon. You're looking at $210 on this. You're not going to get into budget knife making as seriously as this is for anywhere near the price. And for just use around the shop, sharpening all sorts of stuff, grinding stuff. I've used it on so many other little projects. It's ridiculous. For $210, it's almost, a must-have. Now, if you want to go full woodworking, I would recommend going with this one. It's got the 4x36 belt. It's got the 3/4 motor on it. $220, $200 on that one. That's a solid tool. All right, let's keep going. Now they have drill presses. They're like, no, we're gonna take over drill presses as well. 3/4 horsepower, 10-inch drill press with the laser on it, with the light, for $190, call it what it is. $20 off on that. It was $170. That's not a bad price on that one. All right, let's keep going here. This one caught me by surprise. Now, Forward Vices, they've been around for a while. They're not super high-end, but this is a ductile iron vise. It's kind of a clone of the Rigid. Rigid does a vise like this. Now, theirs is forged steel, but and significantly more expensive at that. This is a 5-inch vise and ductile iron over cast iron. So cast iron is really strong, but when it reaches that point, it's also brittle, and that's where you see those vise. You've probably seen the pictures online with a vise that cracked in half or something like that. Ductile iron will start to bend before it'll snap like that, and has some rebound to it as well. So it's $79. I would definitely take the ductile iron over a cast iron, especially a budget cast iron. 5% off coupon on that, so you're looking at $80. You're looking $4 off. That's a great deal for a 5-inch vise. And then that's over your budget. Look at this. We got for $46, you get the 4-inch vise. Nice little vise. Maybe you're doing some, well, I got to watch my words here on YouTube. Maybe some, what was it? If you were to put something into something, what do they call it? You take it, you load it. So if you did it again, if you know what, you guys who do that know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I know the YouTube overlords. We got to appease them, bow down to them. Oh my gosh. Anyway, we got the 4-inch version of that one for $40. That'd be great on a bench like that, wouldn't it? Come on. 5% off coupon again. So you're looking at $46. Half of that. I'm not going to do the math. You do the math. Anyway, we got the Craftsman. Now, these are all going to be tool only, I believe. No, I take it back. This one's a full kit. We got the half-inch with the battery and the charger included for $169. And we've got then the V20 cordless here. This is the brush. Now, the other one, this one says it's RP, but it doesn't say brushless on the unit, which is kind of surprising to me because you think they would call that out in big letters. Maybe I'm missing it here. We got this the CMF900 here. It looks like the brushed version to me. If I'm wrong and you know Craftsman better than I do, put it down in the comments. But that sure looks like a brushed version, and I don't know why they're calling it the RP on that. Because this right here is the brushless RP version right there. That's a nice one. You look at half-inch bare tool, $100 on that one. That's a great deal. We got this, the compact 3/8 bare tool here. Again, this is in the RP brushless version for $120. Now let's talk about ratchets here. Avid Power, they've been around Amazon. They're an Amazon seller, real entry level, you know, budget kind of stuff, but not terrible. And look at this. You're looking at $60, $4 off coupon, takes it down to $56. You're getting the ratchet, you're getting the battery, you're getting a couple of worthless sockets there. I joke, maybe you can use them. I don't know. Great little case, nice charger there for $50. If you're looking for a budget ratchet, this is a great way to start. I know I've talked to a lot of people about the other ones. Like somebody just asked me about the Ryobi ratchet. It's a great ratchet as far as power. I can't get over the battery. I gave mine away. I couldn't take the battery. I know it swivels, all that. Couldn't handle the battery on it. I have lots of Ryobi tools. That one couldn't do it. And I've got some of the other ones that have the 20-volt battery, but it's the flat stack kind of stuff. It's better than the Ryobi, but it's not as good as this style. All right. Now, whether you go with like Hercules has one. Who else? Of course, Milwaukee, who kind of set the standard for it. There's some other ones out there. This is the style that I prefer. It keeps the batteries out of the way, and you can really get in there. It'd be great if it was an extended neck, but for $56, I'm not going to complain about it. All right, let's keep going. Christmas is around the corner, and you know who needs a gift? You. You need a gift, and you know you're the only one who's going to get the right gift for you. You ask the missus for a gift, and you never know what you're going to end up with. Koken, isn't it time you tried a high-end precision, just well-made ratchet? You can say Snap-on all day long, but if you haven't tried a Japanese ratchet, have you really even done any ratcheting? I gotta ask. It's $60. I can't honestly tell you if this is a good deal or not, because the prices on this stuff is all over, because they're imported. They're not being sold directly here in the States. But for $60 for a decent push button, reasonably long handled ratchet, it's a 3/8. But for me, the 3/8 is often the go-to. If it's half-inch, I'm often grabbing an impact for it. Why not treat yourself this Christmas, right? You deserve a gift too. All right, let's talk about Knipex. And somebody always has to comment, it's not, the K is silent. K is not silent, brother. Go and ask someone from Knipex. I have. It's not silent. Anyway, we got the plier wrench. These things are spectacular. I don't care if you buy the Knipex, buy somebody else's. I don't follow this link or not. Get a plier wrench in your toolbox. It will change how you do stuff. $65 on this, 7% off. Not a huge deal, but for Knipex, you get happy with what you get, right? All right, let's keep going. Great little snips here. Nice little flush cup snips for $32.80 on that one. We got this one right here. So this, I love this. What do they call these? The twin grip. That's right. They call them the twin grip. What these are, they've got this weird grip to them. So they're kind of like van pliers, if you're familiar with van pliers for screw extraction and stuff like that. But I find myself using them for everything. If you've ever used traditional, pliers, regular, slip joint pliers, this is kind of the same thing. Well, not kind of. It is. That's what it is. This is like a slip joint pliers on steroids is what this is. And for $29, it's a must-have. Now, if you're worried about damaging the surface of a bolt or something, not the ones to get because it is aggressive. But look at it. You got the teeth on the side. You got the teeth on the front. It does it all. These things are fantastic. And the long handle really gets you some leverage on these things so you can really get some power in there. Again, this will change how you work. I love those pliers. All right, let's keep going here. The pistol grip duckbills. This is, they call them needle nose, but these are, I would call these, what would you call these? I would call those duckbill pliers. Maybe, I don't know. They're kind of like, anyway, they look useful to me. And I like the angle. So sometimes where that kind of pistol grip kind of angle really helps out. These are overstock, coming in at $21.80 for the set there. That's not too bad for a set of these. All right, let's keep going. We've got Titan. We got 3-piece, 11-piece set. You got your standard straight nose, bent nose, and you know, half and half angled in there. 3-piece for $18.60. Again, overstock. Titan, by the way, they're around. We see them mostly with sockets and ratchets and stuff like this. This is the first pliers I've seen from them. I like the look of them. For $18 for the 3 of them, I don't think that's a bad deal at all. All right, we got to talk about this. If you've been around the channel, you've heard me talk about my Leatherman scissors. I'm really big on keeping a first aid kit around. So I used to be a CCW instructor in California. Yes, they do that in California. In the Central Valley, that's kind of like a separate state from the rest of the state. They do still do that sort of thing. Anyway, always had to have a kit around just in case. We've used it for tons and tons of stuff, but thankfully never for anything on the range. And I always had a pair of these, and I absolutely love them. They're the best emergency kind of scissors you're ever going to find. They look at this. They fold up, super compact. They've got a ton of tools built into them. You've got a seat belt cutter, or we use them as cord cutters, rope cutters. They've got that little rectangular notch. I believe that's for accessing the wrench bolt or the bolt on an oxygen bottle. They've got a ring cutter. They've got a little tape measure kind of thing down there. They're just nice, comfortable scissors. They fold up. They feel so good in the hand. Look, you even got, you know, window breakers for those people who claim that they need a window breaker. We just had a big thing about, I did a truck EDC video and made fun of seatbelt cutters and window breakers. And a lot of people got, you know, a little butthurt about that. So anyway, there you go. $100. They're fantastic. But then I was looking at that and I ran across these. They look identical. Maybe they just took a picture of Leatherman and said that I don't know anything about these. They're $26 and there's a 6% off coupon. I get it. Not everybody can spend $100, can justify $100 on a pair of scissors. I'm not going to be angry with you if you don't buy the Leathermans and you're like, I'm going to go with these and I'm going to try them out. If you do, send me an email. I want to hear it. red@dentatools.com. I want to hear what your experience is with these, because they're awfully intriguing, and not everyone has, you know, $100 to throw around on a pair of scissors. They hopefully will rarely use. All right, let's talk about welders. MIG welders. Well, not MIG. They call it MIG. They call it gasless MIG. It's what we call flux core. It's a flux core welder, similar to the titanium we see over at Harbor Freight. But look at this, $140 on this. Great little cabinet on this box. Arc Captain, now they're a friend of the channel. They've sent stuff over for review and whatnot. And I've been blown away by the quality and how many features they managed to shove into these boxes for the price. Look at this. It's with coupon there. The coupon right now knocks $30 off. This is $110 for a flux core welder with a great box, good controls, solid accessories. I don't know how you'd even choose to go with somebody else on this. This is a great price on that. And I got to tell you, the nice thing about flux core is it's just so easy. Don't do it inside. We want you all to stay around. It off-gasses terribly. I don't know if off-gassing is the right word. It makes a lot of fumes. You want to do this outdoors, but it can stick about anything together. If you want to learn welding, it's one of the easiest ways to do it. So yeah, before you have to start adding gas and doing that, and trust me, trying to get a gas tank filled is pain in the you-know-what if you're not a full-time shop. Anyway, if you do want to step up to something higher grade, you can get what I'm guessing is the made in Mexico Lincoln. It's like Lincoln. It's Lincoln's parent company, or Lincoln is the parent company. It's called the Century Welder here. This is their flux core version for $196. That's down from $250. It's a solid little box. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to make fun of it and stuff. But it's not. A lot of people think these are all made in the USA. And Century, if I'm not mistaken, if I am mistaken, let me know. But as far as I know, they're made in Mexico. I guess that's closer, right? The pit boxes, we talked about these before. They're on sale, 6% off. This is as good as any Snap-on cabinet out there. And I'm not joking, because I'm pretty sure from people contacting me that Pitt made the boxes that Snap-on sells. So these are tiny boxes, by the way, in case you're confused. This is like jewelry box size, or a little bit bigger. Look, there's jewelry boxes. And yes, they even have a top box. This is the bottom roller cabinet, if you would. But they're great little boxes. Great for little parts on the bench, stuff like that. 6% off. And they come, look at, they got all these different colors and stuff. So you can choose all sorts of different stuff with it. All right, let's keep going here. Streamlight, look at this. Stinger Switchblade light, 800 lumen. This is your great little standard, work light kind of thing. This is on sale right now, down from $200 to $78. That's a great price for a Streamlight like that. All right, we got the Kaizen infrared thermometer here. Again, I always say any price under $20 is a great price. This one's coming in at $19, but there's a $3 off coupon on top of that. If you don't have a digital thermometer, you got to get one, brother. You got to get one. All right, let's talk about some outdoor power equipment, specifically Greenworks chainsaws. We got a handful of them here. 40 volt, 12 inch, 2 amp hour battery, full kit here, $143.59. Let's step up. We got the 14 inch brushless 2 amp hour battery, charger included, $165. All right. Now anything under 18 inches, I always consider to be the breakover point. It's like the solid mid range. Anything under 8 inch is like your backyard DIYer chopping up, the 12 inches like pruning stuff. 14 inch, you can probably do some firewood and stuff like that, small trees. Here's the 16 inch. You're looking at $221. It comes with a 4 amp hour battery with it. All right. Now let's keep going. We got the 20 inch. This sucker is getting serious, all right? 80 volts, so you're doubling the power, 20 inch. Now this is tool only. You already have to be in the 80 volt series for it, but $340 on that one. All right, now speaking of cutting up firewood and stuff, let's be smart this winter, all right? Let's get this right here. This is not just a smoke detector, but a CO2 detector. I keep one in my shop right over there because you never know, right? $36, $35.49. Be safe, folks. And what do you do when it goes off? You have a fire extinguisher in your shop, right? Right? If you don't, there's a link down below. All right, let's head over to Walmart. Look at this. Somebody was asking about foam sets and stuff. And I said, honestly, most of the foam sets I see are either super high-end professional stuff or they're DIY prosumer, and there's a lot of wasted space in the foam. This is no exception, but it's $30. This is the Hyper Tough 153-piece mechanic set, 1/4 inch, 3/8, half inch. You get the drives, the ratchets, the sockets, the storage trays. $30. Man, if you're just a part-time garage warrior type, I can't hate you for this. This is great. It'll take up a little bit extra storage, but oh my, it'll be so nice to have everything, a place for everything and everything in its place for $30. Talk about a great Christmas present. I might be handing these out to, what is it? The white elephant, parties and stuff. My wife always drags those to me. I hate those things because you can like steal gifts. I'm never going to steal someone's thing. Like, oh, I really like it. Yeah, I'm too Midwest for that. All right, let's keep going here. We got the Hyper Tough, great little bit set with a driver. You got a couple of socket drivers in there. 77 piece for $10. Something nice to throw in a bag, throw in a drawer, keep around just in case. Again, Christmas stocking stuffer kind of stuff there. $10, that's a definite go-to. All right, people are like, where are the mower deals? I'll tell you what, there have not been a lot of great mower deals this fall. If you're going to find a mower deal, it's going to be in-store only. They're not going to advertise it, okay? Now, this is a decent deal. We got a couple decent deals here. You're talking about the 40-volt, 20-inch self-propelled mower. This is your average homeowner's dream. It is quiet. It starts every time you press the button. It gets the job done. You can either bag or you don't have to bag, and then you put it away and you recharge the battery. That's it. There's no oil. There's no maintenance. Come winter, what do? You take it up and you hang it on the wall. It doesn't care. All right, fold it up, put it. It doesn't care. It doesn't want you to do maintenance. You don't have to drain the carb. You don't have to do any of that stuff. It just works. And it's $384. And I know people say, well, when that thing breaks down. Electric motors break down a lot less often than gas. There's way less. Well, I can buy parts to replace it. I don't have to replace parts because it doesn't break. All right, at some point it will die. So will your gas engine. And you will have done X amount of maintenance to it. All right, now if you really want to like go all out, this is the 3-in-1 self-propelled 6-amp battery. It's $598. It's a fantastic mower. Do you need this mower? No, you don't need this mower, but you might like this mower. I will say this, if you're going to spend that money, my kind of money, also take a look at Ego. Ego makes some fantastic stuff. Just haven't been any sales on Ego recently. All right, let's keep going here. We talked about, chainsaws. Well, Hart's they're like, no, hold my beer. Here's we go. This is a 20 volt. All right, now the first one's 20 volt. The rest of these are all going to be 40 volt. So this is the low power 20 volt, 8-inch. This thing is tiny, 8-inch pruning chainsaw. They even say it right in the name, but it's a cute little chainsaw, a little tiny mini chainsaw here. $98 for the full kit. You get the chainsaw, you get the battery, you get the charger. You are ready to go. All right, you might have to provide your own oil. All right, and yes, by the way, I have used Wesson oil in my chainsaws. It drips a little bit faster, so you got to change the speed of the drip if you can, or you just have to watch it and refill it a little bit more. But it's cheaper and easier to get than bar oil, and you know what? You don't really care if it drips all over your yard. It's vegetable oil already, right? Now so we're stepping up from the other one. The previous one here was the 20 volt 8-inch. Now we're jumping up price, $178, but you're adding double the power and 2 more inches. And if you think that costs too much, go and ask your wife if you can add 2 more inches and double how long it lasts. And she's going to, for $170, she will say yes. I guarantee you she will say it's okay. All right? Can't help myself. Anyway, 40 volt, 16-inch supercharged battery chainsaw. This is a great just around the yard kind of chainsaw. Does about everything. You're not going to be felling, trees in the back, 40 kind of stuff. But for everything in your average yard, this will take care of it. $268. You're getting the full kit, 4-amp-hour battery. You're getting the charger with it. This is a fantastic everyday kind of chainsaw. All right, now blowers. We're talking about 40 volt. This is 450 CFM. I have this blower. It's a decent blower. Is it going to blow, giant stacks of wet leaves? No. At 450 CFM, it's on the lower side of mid-range, okay? So you have low, mid, and high range. This is mid-range is on the lower end, but it's not bad. And the balance on this blower is fantastic. It really is. It makes it feel super easy to walk around and use and everything else. If you need more power, $268, supercharged, brushless, 650 CFM. That's a lot of juice, folks. That's getting up into the higher range here. There's not much left. There's a couple that go higher than that. 5-amp-hour battery with it. You're getting a bigger battery. Again, it's got that same kind of balance point. It's fantastic. But if you really want something that's comfortable, we got the backpack blower kit with 5-amp-hour battery. Backpack blower, battery, and charger. $188. It's, I think, 625 CFM. So it's almost as much as the last one. And you can pretend you're a Ghostbuster at the same time. Who doesn't want this? You know you want this thing. I've been playing with backpack blowers. Now, gas-powered ones, they're so ridiculously loud. This, it's not whisper quiet, but it is not going to make you bleed from the eardrums. $188 is a ridiculous price. Normally $226 list. Snag this sucker up. All right, let's keep going. Oh, if you're going to be doing this stuff, get yourself the dual charger here. It does not come with batteries. It's just the dual rapid charger here or fast charger for that's $90, close enough. All right, let me go back real quick. They've got this one. Oh, that's the 20 volt. Never mind. I'm sorry, I'm looking down here. They got a couple other. They got a quad charger and a dual charger, but those are both in the 20 volt line. All right, let's keep going here. If you want some gas power, I get it. Some of you are still addicted to that dino juice. We got the Black Max. Now, remember, Black Max, as far as I know, is made by TTI. And I say that because they show up on TTI's clearance site every so often. That's all only TTI stuff. So I'm guessing it's made by TTI. TTI, if you don't know, they make Hart, they make Ryobi, they make Rigid, and they make Milwaukee. 388cc 2-cycle engine here for $97. 18-inch, that's a good solid. That's a bigger chainsaw. All right, let's jump over to Ace. I always try to check out Ace. I always try to support Ace, shop local, that sort of thing. Haven't been a lot of great deals. We got a couple small deals here. We got the 13 by 9, almost almost 10. Wide mouth bag, 6 pockets here, coming in at $6. Then we got the dual. Look at it, 1 bag for $6 or 2 bags for 10. All right, make sure you signed up for the Ace Rewards. That's what gives you the value, the discount on these. Also, we got the Craftsman stapler here. It's coming in at $10. All right, now Direct Tools. I was just talking about this. This is TTI's Direct Clearinghouse. They've got a special going on right now. Well, where'd it go? Right there on the left, 50% off. It's more than that. It's more, I don't know why they undercut themselves. Now, not all of them, but look at this. This is all factory reconditioned stuff. Now, I've selected ship to home. There's 38 items. There's more if you want to do store pickup. $9 for a Ryobi charger. That is 64% off. 21% off the rigid torque wrench, 65% off the sander, 21, 17, 31, 50% off the impact wrench. Too many deals here to go through all of them, but there are some screaming deals in here. I can't believe how much some of these are discount. 46% off on the nailer. The rigid has decent air nailers. A lot of great stuff here. Anyway, I'll put a link to that, like everything, down below. Be sure you check them out. Let's keep going. We got some bonus items here for you. Some really killer ones here. 75-inch Samsung TV. I know I'm down on their appliances. Okay, I totally get it. But I like their phones and I like their tablets, and their TVs are fantastic. I have the 65-inch in my living room. It's great. I even cracked the screen with a 2x4. Don't ask. It's a small little tiny crack, and it still runs perfectly. $580 on it. That's $170 off for a Samsung. It's not the top of the line Samsung, but the bottom line Samsung is better than most top of the line TVs. I would be more than happy to have this in my living room. Other than the fact it's probably too big for my living room. But maybe you got a big living room. Maybe 75 inches isn't enough. 85-inch Samsung over at Walmart. Now, the first one was at Best Buy. This one's at Walmart. $898. That's a lot of money, but I mean, I can remember spending $1,000 for a 75-inch TV. Oh, that was a while ago. I remember spending, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about how much I spent on TVs. But for an 85-inch TV, that under $1,000, under $900, that's insane. All right, people talking about security cameras all the time. I have this camera, and I'll be honest, when it came out, I was not a fan of it because the software just wasn't. You'd set it on auto scan, and I would go and I'd come home, and it would just be stopped pointing down like a sad little donut. It was just like, oh, I'm a sad robot. My life doesn't. It was pathetic. Even my kids would be like, oh, he doesn't look happy. And I'm like, why did you stop scanning? Why are you staring at the ground? What happened here? Anyway, apparently they fixed the software, and some people got back to me like, nope, it's good now. You got to check it out for $40. It's not, is it the best price ever? No, but for I'm looking at a lot of pan tilt zoom stuff. No one's coming close, and Wise is one of the best ones. You got local storage on it. You don't have to pay for the cloud. Is it the best one out there? No, but for security-wise, keeping the data yourself, it's a decent way to go. All right, let's keep going. How about this? You're looking like, who's Zamwingling? So this is, let me see if I can get the zoom to function. Come on. The zoom's not going to function. You got to love it. How about if I do this? There we go. Made in Germany. You see the twins. You know who that is. So anyway, the fantastic knives, okay? Top of the line. This is part of their Black Friday sale here. Coming in $50. It's an 8-inch chef's knife for $50. It's normally $140. Is it their top of the line? No, but it is a solid knife. At that price, I don't know why you would even complain about it. All right, let's keep going here. ThermoPro, I know we got a lot of cooking stuff on here. ThermoPro digital meat thermometer. These things are so nice, man. I use ThermoPro for tons of stuff. $64 on this, down normally $100. That is a go-to. It's got a great app. You set in the meat, everything you're doing, and it just does it all for you. And you just watch it and go, okay, it's done. And you'll never screw up another cook again. Never. For $60, if you're not cooking with a thermometer, you're cooking blind. And instant read thermometers are great, but something like this that monitors the entire cook is way better. For $64, for how many dinners it's going to save, based on the way you cook, it'll pay for itself in a week. JBL Tune wireless in-ear noise canceling headphones. These things are fabulous. If you don't mind shoving things deep in your ear, I tease. I don't like things that go in my ear. I hate things even near my ear. If I use headphones, I use over-the-ear headphones. Those I can deal with. My wife lives with a AirPod in her ear. My kids all use them. I don't understand it, but if you do, these are good quality ones for $50. JBL makes some solid stuff. All right, and we got the Ninja Professional. I'm going to just back up. This is a great little homeowner grade blender. It's $60. It does everything you need. It's for the money. It's fantastic. It's not a professional blender. I know because I've been talking to the guys who run the bar down at the Rib and Chop House down here, and they had they had professional blenders before. They had the Vitamix like I have at home, and they absolutely loved it. And then the Vitamix finally, after years and years and years, died, and the manager went down to Walmart and bought him some Ninjas. Do they work? For a while, I mean, but they're blending ice drinks all day long, and they go through one in about 3 months. But for a homeowner, you're not doing it every single day, 10 hours a day kind of stuff. For a homeowner, these things are fantastic, but they're not professional grade. They're not on the same tier as Vitamix. I'm sorry, they're just not. $60 though, they'll make plenty of margaritas for you and your friends. All right, and then last one is a gift that I think this is last. Is this the last one? Nope, not the last one. All right. Oh, what a day. Anyway, I got a rock tumbler for my daughter a few years ago, and we didn't really start playing with it, and we finally did. And oh my gosh, this is so much fun. You just go up, dig up some rocks, rinse them out, throw them in this stuff with some media, and then forget about them. Let them run. Set a timer, by the way, on your phone, like, hey, check on my tumbler in a week or something, because otherwise they'll be there all year and you will have slush when you come back. But that said, these things are so much fun. Even if you don't have kids, you scoop them up. That's great because you do the thing and you say it and you forget it and you come back in a week or two later and you have really cool things inside it. Who knows what all you could tumble in these things. For $60, lowest price in 30 days. All right, now this is the last one. The truck bed light. I had a tonneau cover. I never really used it because I needed to see. I just pushed the cover out of the way. But I've got the topper now, the soft top, and it does get dark in there, especially in the evening with it getting darker in the evenings. For $30, I'm thinking about grabbing this. It fits my vehicle. Should I do it? And if there's a better one out there, let me know. Anyway, again, links to everything down below. Stay tuned. We're going to have all the deals right on through Black Friday and Cyber Monday and Christmas and after Christmas. So make sure you chomp the old like button, smash the subscribe, ring the bell on the way out. You all take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.